Hey, Speak Easy podcast listeners. I am super excited to come to you with another episode of the hashtag Speak Easy podcast. This is it, y'all. We have been doing this Life After COVID series, and I'm excited to bring my next guest on because he is my little bro. I've seen him do some phenomenal things in his personal journey as well as in his business journey. And man, I know that he's going to have some tidbits for you guys as we think about what it looks like after COVID. With that being said, hey, Aaron, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing great. I'm excited about this episode because, again, I personally know your journey, but I know the Speak Easy audience, this is your first time, talking to them. So let them know a little bit about yourself, and then we'll dive into today's topic.
Okay, so actually, my name is Aaron T. Nobles, and I am a personal development coach. I am actually going hardcore going into 2021, being a personal development coach. Before that, I had two regular 9 to 5 jobs. And this year, besides COVID, has been an amazing journey for myself, enlightening myself and things of that nature, where I was out because I almost died. I was out, I had blood clots in my lungs. So I was out of work. The doctor said I shouldn't have made it. Almost died. I made a full recovery, and then I went back to work, and now I'm losing my job. So my job is folding. So it's like in between all of that, I've been working on my personal development coaching style and developing the best way that I can help people and motivate people from a standpoint of the things that I have expertise in.
Now, I know this is going to be a powerful episode because many people have gone through some similar things, or even if it's not exactly similar, they've gone through some things that really can be considered a hardship. It's something that knocked you off track, something that knocked you back. And it's interesting because I've never seen you like angry and frustrated. It may be because I'm not in the same state as you. That could possibly be it. But you've kind of really stayed really positive throughout this whole journey. Aaron, tell the studio audience a little bit about how you've been able to stay so positive throughout everything that's been going on.
Okay, yeah. So I've always been optimistic, and that honestly bothers a lot of people because I can always find like the silver lining in anything that happens in my life. But other than that, like I've been able to stay grounded because of my meditation practice, and that's what has carried me through, and that's what I kind of base my personal development coaching on. Is my meditation practice and the way that you can utilize that in your regular life. And honestly, today is the 21st, and I just finished my first 21-day meditation program, and it was a success for me. It was called Tuning In and Tapping Out, and it was for stress and anxiety relief. And I did it now because it's near the holidays, and everybody gets stressed out near the holidays, and I just felt like that this was something that a lot of people can benefit from. But again, like my meditation practice has kept me grounded through everything. I'm very optimistic about anything that happens in my life, and I just know that getting frustrated and getting stressed out and getting angry is a natural thing that happens in life, but it's something that can't control you. You have to be able to control it in order to let it go and keep striving for greatness and striving for what you want your life to look like.
Oh, you hit on a very keen point. Is that we have to keep striving towards what we want our life to look like. It's it's kind of like you have to take power back and say, am I going to let this thing control my life? Am I going to let this person control my life? Or am I going to take back this power and say, this is my life? And we have the authority to be able to live it to the greatest capacity ever. but you gotta realize the power that you have in your connections, the power you have in your words, the power you have even when it comes to your time and the energy that you're putting out into the world. You have power. And so I wanted to say that part because I know that when you and I first met, you were doing, I was about to say kickboxing, and that wasn't it.
No, I was doing kickbox. I was doing kickboxing as well. I was
Okay.
I was doing kickboxing.
I want to make sure that I say the right thing. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems, Aaron.
We gotta go all the way back because we met in Temple, and in Temple I was playing football. I was playing college football when we first met.
That's right.
And then I moved on.
When we think about what
I
we
moved on
were
to boxing
and where we're at now, it's always that transition of where we thought we would be. We may not be there, and what we were doing at that time, we may not be doing that right now, but there's still something that we can do. And so, yeah, I remember that, when we first met, because I was like, wow, okay, football and the kick, I couldn't do it. Me personally. But you always see people who have gifts and talents that they're doing in that time, in that season, and then making that transition is not always easy for people. So I want to commend you on being able to make that transition from doing that to what you're doing now. And even with the health issues and things that you've dealt with, being able to come back, fight back. And, I know a big piece of that is, who do you have in your corner? Who's supporting you? So, Aaron, who has been one of your biggest supporters in you being able to keep this fight going?
So of course, everybody says family. A lot of my family didn't want me fighting, but somebody who has been very instrumental in the last 2 years of my life has been my girlfriend, and she's supported me through me fighting. I was actually supposed to turn pro last year. That's when I found out I was sick, and learning the news that I couldn't fight anymore, and transitioning into this year where I actually started embarking on my spiritual journey. And, she's been supporting me through that the whole time. And of course, my boys, my sons have supported me, and they ask me all the time, about fighting. They ask me all the time about my meditation practice and things like that. And it just helps me be able to learn how to speak it into existence, or speak it to even the younger generation, to learn how to educate them on the power of meditation. So I'm going to say, to answer the question, my family, my girlfriend, and my children have really been my biggest supporters.
Oh my goodness. And our kids, they keep us accountable, don't they? Because don't say you were going to do something and not do it.
Oh, yeah. When I was recording for like my meditation program that I just did, they ask me all the time, like, are you recording today? Did you get your did you send the emails and stuff out today? It's like, oh yeah, I'm on it. I got to do it. So, they definitely keep you accountable without knowing that they keep you accountable.
True indeed. True indeed. I love the fact that they're also watching us. Man, they're watching us whether we like it or not. And, it's a great thing because they're seeing the journey in a whole different other light than, just going to the job and coming home, or hardly being home because you're at a job. So they do get to see that transition. And I think a lot of times that's powerful for them because they're seeing a whole different, atmosphere. Like, oh, okay, I can go to school and get an education and do this. I can do that. But then there's some other things out there I don't have to be pigeonholed to just what is the status quo of what, you know, everybody wants to go to school for and what everybody wants to do. So I think that really stands out. I've been watching the journey. I've been watching you, the glow.
I appreciate you. You've been very instrumental in my journey as well. Like because you brought me into the community, and you let me see different aspects of everybody's journey and how everybody else is able to reach out to people, and that just inspires me on so many different levels to know that as an individual you're able to touch many of people, and then because you touch them, able to touch the people around them. So it I appreciate you as well for allowing me to be a part of your life and a part of your journey.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure. It's being able to see that we can go so much further. Like, I see your business being able to do some phenomenal things and you being able to help people all over the world. And it starts with just helping the one. You know, it can be that one person that sees your video or your post, and man, it shifts everything for that person's life. That journey, somebody listening to this episode will say, wow, if he can go and overcome what he's been through, then I can do it too. You know, that motivation is there, and it's so important for us to hear it. Not, and this is the thing, a lot of times we hear that type of motivation from women and we don't always hear it from men. And so, you know, there's the whole stigma that men don't go to the doctor and all types of other stuff. That's not true, guys. There are men who go to the doctor. There are women who don't go to the doctor.
Yeah.
But, but, you know, when we hear about a man actually pushing through, I think for me, that's a valuable story to put out into the world, because it may help that other man,
Man,
that other young man who didn't realize, no, I do need to take care of myself. No, if something's going wrong, I do need to seek help. And it's okay to listen to the doctors sometimes.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can attest to that. I was somebody that didn't really go to the doctor that much. I mean, I went to the doctor every year because I had to get my blood work and things like that done to get my license to fight. But you know, home remedies and toughing it out was my motto. But understanding that men need a lot more help than more than physical, more like on a psychological level or a mental level. And it's hard for us to admit that. And I definitely want to try to appeal to young men or even men my age or men in general. It doesn't matter because everybody needs help in one way, shape, or form. And it doesn't make you defective. It doesn't make anything wrong with to know that you need help just to elevate yourself to another level.
Oh, that part. Speakeasy listeners, I hope you took note of that, that you can get the help. You do not have to be ashamed of getting help and the support that you need, because you want to elevate to another level. Remember, this particular series is all about life after COVID. Guess what? There were some people that jobs ended. There were some people that businesses started. There were some people that published books. There were so many different opportunities that were out there, and guess what? The best way for you to take advantage of the things going on is for you to connect with the people that's going to push you towards that. I absolutely love it. And so, with that being said, what does life after COVID look like for you, Aaron?
For me, like I said, just moving forward with my business going into 2021, I'm building more programs after doing this last meditation program. You know, you can see what you could do better. I'm not going to say that I did anything wrong. I just see what I can do better. So moving forward, I'm putting together more programs, and I want to appeal to different people, different women, children, as well as men. So just building my brand, building my business going into 2020, even if COVID is still in 2021, I'm moving forward. So that's what life looks like for me, just building my business as much as I can and making those connections where I can.
I love it. Speak easy listeners. Now is the time for you to move into something greater. Aaron, let them know where they can find you at online, and also if they're interested in your program, how they can reach out to you for more information.
Okay, so my email is Aaron Nobles. That's AARONNOBLES 84 @gmail.com. And Aaron Nobles 84 is all one word. I am on YouTube. You can look at my YouTube. My YouTube is just it encompasses my spiritual journey as well as my coaching practices. And my name is just Aaron Nobles when you look it up on YouTube. I'm on Facebook at Aaron T Nobles and on Instagram at I am underscore ATN84.
Great. I love it. Guys, make sure that you are reaching out and connecting. This is another episode of the hashtag Speak Easy podcast. And I want to make sure that we give light to our sponsors. Good Living Now. Good Living Now is listen, I know the owner and CEO and founder of Good Living Now, Black Seed Oil. You definitely want to tap into what it is that Black Seed Oil can do for you in making sure that you're living a healthier life. bit.ly/a greater life is how you can gain access to that information, as well as you can get your own Black Seed Oil that you can start taking in order for you to go and boost your immune system. And you can also follow the owner and operators, Harold LaFall's journey in overcoming cancer. That is another way that you can go and find out more about his story and his journey. And again, it's bit.ly/a greater life. Guys, this has been phenomenal. Make sure that you are leaving us a review on your favorite podcasting platform, because guess what? Without the Speak Easy podcast listeners, there would be no Speak Easy podcast. We want to make sure that we're bringing you the information you need so that way you can elevate in life and in business. As your host, Altaviz Pelzer, guys, until next time, don't forget to press it out. See ya.